Welcome back. We turn our attention to technology and finance. Here in the United States, decentralized finance is on the cusp of rapid adoption. Brick and mortar banks are giving way to digital applications which allow you to hold, transfer, and invest funds with the click of a finger. It's all happening right now. Banks just got the go-ahead to hold cryptocurrency last week. So the trend is going to be toward decentralization even with them. Now, Elon Musk's X has the ambition to be the everything app, akin to China's WeChat. This includes decentralized finance. Linda Yacanoro is the CEO of X, and she made this point that got our attention. She says that Visa is already a partner of X Money, which will debut later this year. X Money will allow instant secure funding, bank transfers, and person-to-person payments. X already allows creators to earn money, so allowing its custody and transmission on the app looks like a big breakthrough to us. The recent discussion by the Trump administration to allow these traditional banks to move in this space, it may unlock even more potential. So, will everything be tokenized? Will we be working toward this type of an economy that takes power out of the hands of a lot of these very powerful entities? Well, globally, President Trump has paid early, keen attention to the way money is moving around the world. President Trump recently threatened a 100% tariff on countries in the BRICS alliance if they continue to move against the U.S. dollar. Here to discuss these moves in finance and technology is a former State Department official with experience in formulating and negotiating U.S. foreign policy on international communications and IT matters. He's the executive director of the Foundation for Freedom Online, Mike Benz. Mike, thanks so much for joining us. Tell us what we should know about X Money.
Well, X Money represents an incredible opportunity for X to become the everything app that Elon Musk has been aspiring for it to be. It is a way to both sort of have a store like a bank does in an account, as well as be able to buy goods and services on platform, as well as being able to tip creators. So it could revolutionize X's ability to draw content creators in the way that YouTube was able to scale. Facebook Marketplace currently has 1 billion monthly active users. That's 4 times the amount of Amazon. So you can imagine if X were to be able to replicate the success of Facebook Marketplace, not only would that turn X into a financial heavyweight, but that would also potentially cannibalize Facebook's market share, while X would be able to draw transaction fees and additional advertiser revenue, making it less dependent on outside sources of revenue. But it does open X up to significant attacks in terms of the surface area when you start moving into financial services. And there could be state banking licenses. Currently, X has only been able to procure licenses in 39 of the 50 states. You could easily see a state like California going to war with Elon Musk and prohibiting services there. You could see foreign governments targeting it. You could see banking regulators, if there were to be a turnover, for example, to a Biden redux where the SEC is weaponized or the Justice Department is weaponized. So it's a classic Elon Musk, high risk, high reward.
I wonder if the federal moves to create more of a permission structure for a tokenized economy just means this is the front end of the wave. There'll be your Amazon tokens that you'll use to buy and sell things on Amazon. There'll be your X currency that you use there. If we get more of the major tech platforms and major brands moving toward a tokenized economy, I wonder if you can't preempt and do an end run around some of those state-based regulations on banking if you're using crypto or some other token. Do you think that's where this is all headed?
I think that's a fascinating point. Currently, the partnership that's been announced is with Visa and Visa Direct providing the backbone. But ultimately, Linda Yacarino has teased that there are several other pending announcements. I have no insider knowledge about any of this, but I could very well see a situation where something like a stable coin like Tether ends up providing a backbone and then buoying the entire Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market. You could see Dogecoin playing a role in this, as Tesla, another giant Elon Musk property, allows Tesla users to transact in Doge and in Bitcoin. If that comes to X Money, that would obviously take crypto to the moon. At the same time, you see the development of the AI and crypto space in the Trump White House, a potential Bitcoin strategic reserve, several major folks affiliated with Tether moving into the White House, while Elon Musk appears to be playing a significant advisor role all the same. So it does look like that could converge, but that again does open up levels of attack where you could see the fundamental nature of regulation of crypto changing if a politically exposed person falls into disfavor from either our government or a foreign one.
Yeah, and some have fallen into disfavor, and some have not complied with the letter of our traditional money laundering laws that were established without really contemplating the way cryptocurrency is decentralized and the way it moves around. We really did take note of the recent decision by the Trump administration to allow banks to now hold cryptocurrency. It seems as though we are going to see the Trump era be one of accelerated decentralized finance, where even the banks themselves are moving away from brick and mortar and more toward an application that can move money around. I'm curious, Mike, what do you think is the future of decentralized finance in the Trump 2.0 era?
Well, it's absolutely right, and I think in Trump 2.0, the opportunities are, to the sky and beyond, maybe even the moon. But the fact is we just lived through 4 years of the most weaponized government in United States history. And the volatility here comes not so much from the steady leadership of the Trump administration, but if there were to be a turnover in government and you had a vicious, lawless Justice Department or SEC come, and then you have the entire economic backbone built on this platform, you could see a Gary Gensler 2.0 completely putting the entirety of X, under the sword of Damocles. And so we have to have a stable judicial system in order to have a stable economic system in the era of X money.
No question about it. I do want to turn quickly to the attacks on the dollar globally, not just here. We saw President Trump threaten 100% tariffs against BRICS countries that move against the dollar. What do you think the administration is looking at as potential triggering events to accelerate President Trump toward those 100% tariffs to the BRICS countries?
Well, we've seen China divesting from their treasury supplies. We've seen Saudi Arabia motioning that it will be moving off of the petrodollar, and I think this is why many are now turning to the cryptocurrency world and the promise of stable coins in order to offset those divestitures and have stable coins like Tether and Circle and others essentially keep a steady flow of dollars as they convert currencies around the world being transacted in cryptocurrency into fiat dollars and effectively print those. And I think that is, in large part, what's behind this significant institutional bet into cryptocurrency as a more mature financial ecosystem.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out whether or not regulation around the Tether coins and I just would say the stable coin marketplace is good or bad for crypto. I've had very smart people tell me, well, if you have a collapse of a stable coin, that is a Chernobyl moment that will be devastating to the crypto marketplace. So you absolutely need a regulatory environment around stable coins. I've had others say the reason crypto is flourishing is because of the absence of some of that regulation. What side do you fall on?
Oh, it's very tough. I've gone back and forth on that several times. Some of these stable coins have quite a sketchy history, and I've been very vocal about that. I think that there is the potential, if money is not actually in the reserves, that stable coins could effectively act as a private offshore money printer by putting cryptocurrency into the ether without actually having a dollar to prove it. And then they printed a dollar, which is a kind of nasty little shadow Federal Reserve move. But at the same time, there are counter arguments that would still advance U.S. interests and prop up the dollar. And it's fascinating to watch it all converge in the current White House.
Yeah, right. Winning on crypto might be synonymous with winning on money laundering, which nobody wants to do. We want to get the good without the bad. Thanks for being here to help break it all down with me, Mike Benz. Much appreciated.
Thanks, man.